20s, no fives and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she wanted like me cause her like she can't count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit up my ex. She like, girl, you can count on him. Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, one point to guard.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Orlando Sentinels and the Brooklyn Bulls. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 60 orange.
Check four.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Switch. 66. Bullet high.
Watch 36.
Ready.
And a give this time to the tailback. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and
3. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Here I 7. Let's go.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
From the gun, Cochran. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
18, chopper.
36 to Mike.
Yeah. Mike, go. Mike, 36.
Rip right. Watch 36 to
Ready.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Hammond. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career.
Yeah.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out back to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Line 36. Line 36. Get in the weight room.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
564, please. Line 36. Line 36. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Box trap. 36 to Mike. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. Twist, twist. Twist, twist. Ready, go.
Throwing on first down. Cochran. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go. Check 9, check 9. 80 weapon, 80 weapon. Go, get him. Scene 6. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
2nd and 5. Over the middle, complete. It's Hammond. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a first down on a gain of 10. And it's a clinic that we're seeing put on here so far. 6 for 6 first drive of the game for him passing.
You know I'm a defensive guy, and while I'm admiring the heck out of what they're doing, throwing the ball around, all I keep thinking is this is where the quarterback has to go down. You've got to ruffle his timing, change things up, get some more pressure on him, because right now he's way too comfortable in throwing the ball downfield.
Mike 36. Delta. 36. You don't know no better.
On 1st and 10, Cochran. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That backs them up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
They'll run it now out of the gun. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Yeah, he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. So on 4th down, Doug Marrone going to send out his field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Let's go.
They'll run on first down. Compton. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. And an Orlando first down.
Three 0 after one on EA Sports.
Sentinels nothing.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the slap, watch the slap. Check 13, check 13.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the 41-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
You. 26, check 26.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Ready. Mark, 59, Mark. Check, 59. Too little, check. Mike 59. Not here.
They'll set up a throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Second and 6. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Check.
They're going to look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
First down, Sentinels.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
for his running back, and he's got him. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". I got it. Ball shot. 59. Mike's 59. Oh, here we go. Oh. Mike, check. 59. Push him back. Mike, run it.
They'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Going to give this time to the tailback. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That 2nd down play nets a -4. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where it came from.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Mike's 50.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Cochran. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no 1st down. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. On 4th down, they'll try and run for him. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
To throw on 2nd down, Cochran. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Ready, set, 6, line, 36.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And his kick is good. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Come on, man. Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. On first down, Compton. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll keep it on the ground. Compton. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Check 50. Check 50.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown! A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point up and through, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 24-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. I'm here all day.
Mike 36. Mike 36.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The 42-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch the run. Exit. Watch depth. 30 general. Flash. Defense focus.
Mike 36. Mike 36.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. Conklin. Quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
Go. Mike 36. Mike 36. Hey, tight. Orbit. 36 to Mike. All day, baby, all day. Mike 36. Mike 36. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Cochran. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Under 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Charlie. Yeah.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Mike 7, let's go. Mike 50. Hey. Strip that ball. Hey, Mike's 50. Bring it. Smoke. Mike's 50. Hey, defense. Ready.
From the gun, Cochran. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Ready. 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Hey, come on, now. Let happen.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They pick up 12 on the play, and the chains move.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
Bring it. Mike 36. Mike 36. Yes. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Move. Here we go. Mike, ready, go.
On first down, Cochran. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. In for the score. And his guys are going to retake the lead. Now Doug Marrone not even hesitating. They're going to go for 2.
Watch out. Race don't travel.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. Compton. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Let's go. 3. I'm coming for you, 27. I'm coming for you. Coming for you. Everybody tight left. Check Mike, 99. Watch the run. Watch the run. Check left.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
He's tight right here. Four down. Check Mike, 99.
2nd down and inches. Buying time to his left. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn, as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
I got you. Go. Check Mike, 99. Coming.
They'll drop the throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Watch one. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Check Mike, 99. Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. Slam.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, Ball security. Don't turn it over.
A nice-looking play to start the drive. Down the middle and complete. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Coming to you, coming to you.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 10-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Now a give, right side. Henson. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Okay, break. 36 to Mike. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Cochran to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Check.
Looking to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Here we go. 60 orange.
What we got?
Ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Throwing on first down. Cochran, and he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Line 36. Line 36. Check tight end. Check. Yep. Check tight.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Looking to throw on second down. Cochran firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
From the gun on third down. Cochran eluding the pressure right. He can put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. Their mobile quarterback with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He'll drop to throw, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Go full strength. Check, 59.
2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. 12 yards there and a first down. This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%. And it's 1st and 10. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Now back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off around the 37. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. And I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college and happen in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the home team here, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, put the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Hey, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me cause her blame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
Not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons. And ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me. No conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation.